Fargo Davies leads 1-0 off a goal by Ali Matter. 24:44 to go in the first half of play. And that's all the scoring so far. And immediately, appreciate all your assistance. That one's going to be popped up, and can Oleg get there? She does! She makes a jumping grab just as the ball was about to go over the fence. Fargo Davies leads 1-0 off a goal by Ali Matter. 24:44 to go in the first half of play. And that's all the scoring so far. And immediately, appreciate all your assistance. That one's going to be popped up, and can Oleg get there? She does! She makes a jumping grab just as the ball was about to go over the fence. Guillermo, a perfect 4-4, and a slam dunk from Harney. Braden Keene is the guy in the backfield here. Mitchell's under center, and man in motion coming to the near side, and he'll look to the corner, and he's got Trey Brunell in the end zone for the touchdown, and it's 7-6. Skyhawks are on the board. 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low, and now there's slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. 5:07 and counting in the shotgun, looking to pass near side, going for Jamal Spy, and he got it! A 24-yard touchdown connection from Clemens to Slade. Brings up Kenzie McKinnon, and put your outfielders in left and left center, because that one's going to left field, and that's gone. That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. And it's 3-0 Central Cass as the Squirrels will come out to home plate and wait for McKinnon to come across home. That one was gone the moment it hit the back. Shot from the point, Bree Adams, lowering hard, and it's in! Off the stick of Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board. Dahl will drop back to pass again. This one's over the middle and intercepted by Gunnar Broughton. At the 40, at the 30, at the 25-20, and he has a man to beat. Cuts inside, 10-5, touchdown, Gunnar Broughton on the pick six, and the Vikings now lead 35-0. All right, welcome. We are live here in Barnesville, Minnesota for the Barnesville Trojans and the Battle Lake Battlers here on the Minnesota Sports Station. My name is Mike Mason. Hope you're having a great evening. The JV game was won by Barnesville. Final score in that one was 62-16. An easy breezy win for the Barnesville Trojans in that junior varsity game there. So, once again, thanks so much for joining us. We're kind of new here in the Minnesota area. You may have seen a few games here and there. We've been to Barnesville before. We've been to Breckenridge. We've been to a few other places in Minnesota. So now we're here in Barnesville tonight for our first boys basketball game. And we apologize there. Let's go to our map. That way people get out of the camera. This game, 562. It says 561 right there. And we're not broadcasting from Fargo. We forgot to move that little blinking dot to right about there. There you go. We'll say we're broadcasting from there tonight. We're over 115,000 viewers now. Last time I checked, 575 on the Facebook and on the Twitter. We're getting closer and closer to 1,500. So we certainly appreciate that. And if you can follow us on Twitter at MN Sports Station, or you can also follow us at ND Sports CH1, depending on which one. If you want to follow both, we cover North Dakota sports. In the near future, we'll have to break into South Dakota as well. So with that said, we'll take our first time out. We'll take a look at these two teams side by side. Take a look at the upcoming game schedule, your starting lineups, and all that other cool stuff is on the way here on the Magnitude Sports pregame show. Coming up next.
For tickets, rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. Once again, we're in Barnesville getting ready for a 6A versus 8AA basketball matchup between the Barnesville Trojans from the home team from 8AA and the visiting Battle Lake Battlers in the visiting team on the scoreboard tonight from 6A. Let's take a look at these two teams side by side. Both teams, first game of the year, 0-0 for everybody on the scoreboard. Last year, the Trojans would finish 18-13 overall, 7-5 when playing at home, and then on the road or neutral court, they were 11-5 last year. The Battle Lake Battlers, they were 11-15 overall on the season last year, 6-7 when playing at home, and on the road or on a neutral court, they were 5-8. So the Barnesville Trojans would go to the Class AA Section 8 basketball tournament, pick up 2 wins against Long Prairie Gray Eagle, 58-49, and East Grand Forks, 58-43, before falling to Perham to end the season at 55-39, the final score in that game back in March of this year. For the Battle Lake Battlers, they had a couple games in the Section 6 Class A basketball tournament last year. They would pick up a 79-42 win over Clinton Graceville Beardsley Wolverines, and then they would fall by 30, 74-44 to Ortonville to end their season back on March 7th. So the Trojans, first 5 games, well, tonight, and then they got Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdall in about 3 days from now. They'll see the Breckenridge boys, and then Pelican Rapids and Rossay and Wadena Deer Creek. And then the Concordia Holiday Tournament will wrap up the 2019 portion of the 2019-2020 season. For the Battle Lake Battlers tonight, it says they're playing Battle Lake tonight. I think that's a misprint. They're playing Barnesville. Then they have West Central area, Brandon Evansville, Parkers Prairie, Henning to wrap up the 2018 portion of the 2019 portion of the 2019-2020 season. So once again, 0-0 for both teams. 18-13 last year for the Trojans. 11-15 last year for the Battle Lake Battlers. If you go to our website at msportsnet.com and click on under the games button, click on game calendar, you'll see this schedule here, and it'll show you what we got coming up next here. On Friday, December 6th, we'll go back to girls hockey with Fargo North South hosting Mandan. And then we'll go back to the North Dakota side for boys basketball triple header on Saturday, December 7th. We'll start with Fargo North versus Bismarck High, and then the Fargo Davies Eagles will be the home team at Fargo South High School against the Bismarck Century Patriots. And then the Fargo South Bruins will wrap up on their home court against the Bismarck Legacy Sabres. Once again, those are all back-to-back games at 1, 3, and 5 o'clock, all live from Fargo South High School, and all back-to-back right here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network over on our sister station, the ND Sports Channel. And of course, that schedule always subject to change The only thing I can tell you for sure at this point in time is that we'll have all the Fargo Davies home games and a majority of their road games. And we want to thank our sponsors, including Van Dam Chiropractic and Allstate Insurance, Fred Hage Agency, for making those Fargo Davies games possible. We'll also have the 5 girls Fargo Davies games that are a part of the doubleheader for the boys games throughout the season. We might have some Class B basketball for you on tap too. That's why we have some blanks in our schedule there. It's not quite finalized yet. Some people not quite putting the ink on the contracts yet. So we'll, once again, that schedule is subject to change, but you can always go to our website to get the most accurate and up-to-date schedule as possible right there at msportsnet.com. We're about 3 minutes away from our opening announcements, starting lineups, all that cool stuff. So we'll take a timeout, and when we come back, your starting lineups. We'll tell you who is playing where on the court when we come back after this here on the ND Sports Minnesota Sports Station.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
This is Michael Hall, a senior at Kindred High School and the 2018-19 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. While the scoreboard reveals the winner of a high school athletic contest, the real winners are those that display good sportsmanship. We need those people who treat competition as a game and not a war. People who show genuine concern for an injured player, and those who accept all decisions of the game officials. Remember to be a good sport and a good citizen when you attend a high school game.
All right, welcome back. In about 8 seconds, you'll hear the buzzer in the background here, and we'll get ready for our national anthem and our starting lineups. I forgot to ask which one's going to go first, so we're going to have to play it by ear here, and we'll find out.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Barnesville High School for tonight's game featuring the Battle Lake Battlers and your Barnesville Trojans. Students, parents, teachers, and administration would like to extend a
We'll keep an eye on some other games for you, too. Over on the North Dakota side, Hankinson is hosting Enderlin, and Oak Grove is hosting Hillsborough Central Valley. We'll give you scores on that one. I believe Breckenridge is hosting Staples Motley. We'll give you updates on that game as well.
our nation's flag is the Barnesville
All right, so we'll take a timeout here for the national anthem and be right back after this.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the light's on the playing field.
All right, we'll come out and get you the starting lineups here. We apologize that our camera is not on that starting lineup there. Anyways, your starting lineups for the Battle Lake Battlers. A senior guard, Riley Leobold. A senior forward, Brennan Amundsen, our jerseys 2 and 3. And then wearing jersey number 5 is a junior guard, Brady Van Earp. A junior forward, Nick Carter Fisher. And then wearing number 12 is a junior forward, Kane Cameron. And now, all right, now your starters for Barnesville. We'll let them be announced. Blake Torfin, a 6'2" senior forward, wearing jersey number 4 for the Barnesville Trojans. Then you got the 5'6" junior guard, number 5, Adam Tonsfeld. You got a 6'3" sophomore power forward, number 24, Caden Zenzen. And then his older brother, a 6'2" senior power forward, Hunter Zenzen, wearing number 35. And then the 5'11" senior, Matt Samuelson, wearing number 40. Barnesville in the purple jerseys with white numerals. The Battle Lake Battlers in the white jerseys with the baby blue, light blue jersey numbers. And that will conclude your pregame show, as we're seconds away from the opening tip. Once again, 2 18-minute halves here in Minnesota high school basketball. We'll give you audio cues on how much time is remaining in the game. Keep track of points and team fouls. Everything else we'll keep track of verbally instead of on screen. It's just easier that way. We've learned from experience. All right, so it's Brennan Amundsen for the Battle League Battlers tipping it, and they'll eventually end up in the hands there of Blake Torfin. Torfin will work it up top here right in front of the middle stripe to the 5'6" junior guard, Adam Tonsfeld. Back to Tonsfeld now as he dribbles over to the far side, tries to go down the lane and puts it up and in. It's 2-0 Barnesville. Quickly back the other way. Corner three is up off the front iron rim. No good from Kane Cameron, the junior forward. Put that one up. Ball will go out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover for Battle Lake. So once again, 2-0, driving lane, and that ball comes loose near corner, picked up by the Trojans. Couldn't quite see who was battling down below there. It was Hunter Zenzen. Be an offensive foul here.
Foul down to Trojans, number 35, Hunter Zenzen. That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
Ball goes into the hands of Brady Van Erp, the junior guard here for the Battlers. 17-12 to go, 2-0 lead here for Barnesville. They'll put it into the hands there of Cameron. Cameron will work the ball down low, turn around off the mid post. Shot no good from Carter Fisher, and the rebound comes down to Barnesville. Put it into the hands there of Tonsfeld. He'll bring it up over the timeline, and he's looking to his left. Now he fires it into the hands of Torfin. Torfin will try and dribble over to the far wing. He'll pick up his dribble, get it into the hands of Zenzen. Zenzen will bounce dribble it back into the hands, and it's stolen away. Turnover for the Barnesville Trojans. Back down the other way, there's Brady Van Erp. Erp will work it inside. 3 passes later, up top for a three. Step up three will bounce in and off the rim out of the hands of Cameron, and back the other way. Now Tonsfeld with the basketball. Tonsfeld will work it up top for Zenzen. Zenzen will get the screen. Now he put up the step back three off the front of the rim. No good. Poked out of bounds and a whistle. Stopping the clock with 16:15 to go. And a foul. Second team foul here on the Barnesville Trojans. It'll be the first on Matt Samuelson. Working the ball down the baseline. It's stolen away there by Tonsfeld. He'll bring it back all the way up to the top of the key. Slow down, wait for his teammates to catch up to him. They'll pump the ball into the corner there for Hunter Zenzen. Zenzen will dribble up mid-post, put it up, front of the rim, won't go. Struggle for the rebound, eventually comes down to Matt Samuelson. And it's stripped away and poked out of bounds. They'll stay with the Trojans. Once again, if you're just joining us here, the JV game, we did not broadcast that one, but Barnesville won that one by the score of 62-16. Work the ball down low inside Zenzen there, and that one will come back to the other way for the Battlers. This is poked out from behind from Leobo, the senior guard, out of bounds, and will remain Battler basketball. Ball inside to Drew Johnson, number 20. That three up from the far wing is off the front of the rim, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. .26 to go, first half of play. Worked the ball inside, mid-post. Think he wanted a shot and then tried to pass it down low there to Van Erp, but it was taken away by the Trojans. Bringing it back over the timeline is Samuelson. He'll pick up his dribble, put it into the hands there. Tonsfeld will put up the three. Rolls off the rim, rebound Battle Lake. 15:07 and counting to go. Full court press now here by the Trojans, but they will have no problem with that. Trying to work the ball down low. The pass was a little bit too hard. Went through the fingertips of Brennan Amundsen and out of bounds, and a turnover for the Battle Lake Battlers. It's 2 turnovers now in the game. .55 to go. It's Tonsfeld dribbling down low, and he'll get called for a travel. So now both teams have 2 turnovers apiece, and Cameron will trigger the inbounds pass into the hands of Van Erp. Van Erp will work it up into Kane Cameron. Cameron struggling there, pushes out to the corner. It's picked up by Leobo. And as he drives the baseline, the whistle will sound, stopping the clock with 14:35, and the ball will go back to the Barnesville Trojans on a turnover for Battle Lake. So Tonsfield will bring it up now. 14.5 to go as he crosses the time straight at midcourt. Comes to the near side, pumps it into the corner for Zenzen. Zenzen looking around. Now puts the ball to the floor, drives in mid-post, kicks it out far wing. That is Samuelson, and he'll get called for a travel. Turnover number 3 for the Barnesville Trojans. It's a 2-0 lead here. So the Battlers will inbound it from the far sideline there. Brady Van Erp will bring it up over the timeline. Dangerously close to sliding his foot over and back there. Tried to feed it inside. It was intercepted there by Zenzen. Now check that. Samuelson, excuse me. Samuelson had the ball stripped away. Now loose ball in a battle for it. Free ball up court there. Van Erp was there, and it was taken by the other number 5, Tonsfield. Tonsfield will bring it back here for the Trojans. Get around the defender. Pump it out far side. Zenzen hesitates on the 3. Puts it up. Rattles off the back rim, won't go. It remains 2-0. 13:44 and counting to go here in the first half of play. It's a good matchup so far. So glad that you're joining us this evening for our first basketball game on the Minnesota side on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Plan to do a few more of them here. There's a three-pointer from up top there out of the hands of Leobo, won't go. Some good defense here from both teams early on in this one. That whistle will be foul number 1 for the Battle Lake Battlers.
Number 3, Brennan Amundsen.
Brennan Amundsen, the senior forward, will pick up his first personal.
Number 11, Nick Carter Fisher. And number 15, Thomas Himmelspach.
Some full court pressure here from the Battlers as they'll get it into the hands of Tonsfield in the backcourt. He'll have to work around Leobo, or check that, Van Erp, excuse me. A couple passes later, back into the hands of Samuelson, far side. Now back up top to Tonsfield. Work it into the far corner. Now they'll work it down low. It's Zenzen and a whistle, and back to the Battlers. Turnover number 4 here for the Trojans. It is 13-12, Hankinson over Enderlin in the first quarter of play. Over there in the North Dakota side of play. That's one of 3 games we'll keep our eyes on for you.
Calls on the Battlers, number 15, Thomas Himmelspach. That's his first personal foul, team second. At line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans, number 5, Adam Tonsfield.
Tom Himmelspach with his first personal foul. Tonsfield's free throw up, no good. 0 for 1. Now a couple substitutions coming in here for the Battlers.
Checking the Battlers, number 3,
Got
Brennan
Brennan Amundsen and Kane Cameron.
Kane Cameron.
First free throws of the game here. Tonsfield missed the first one. The second one is on the horizon here. It's up and it's in. 3-0 Trojans with 12:42 and counting to go here in the first half of play. Struggling to get it up over the timeline. There's Drew Johnson, the freshman. Now the Battlers will get it into the paint. Shot is up off the rim, no good. A whistle and a foul. I believe the foul is on Matt Samuelson. If it is, it's his second.
Foul on number 40, Matt Samuelson.
And it is.
That's his second personal foul, team's third. Checking for the Trojans, number 2, Jack Nielsen. And number 20, Cameron Hayes.
This will be a baseline inbounds pass here out of the hands of Kane Cameron. Pumping near corner here for Carter Fisher. Long 2 up, and that one will find its way into the basket.
Top lane basket, number 3, Brennan Amundsen.
That three-pointer a little bit off the mark.
Checking the Battlers, number 2, Riley Levo. And number 5, Brady Van Erp. For the Trojans, number 24, Kate Zenzen.
Trojans put one guy in the backcourt for pressure here as Battlers bring it up over the timeline. Into the hands now, Leobo up top. Leobo push it into Amundsen's hands over on the far wing. Back to Leobo, near wing. Fakes left, drives into the lane, and a loose ball will come up into the hands there of Drew Johnson. Johnson puts it into the hands of Van Erp. Shot is up and in, out of the hands of Kane Cameron. And the Battle Lake Battlers will take the lead. It's our first lead change of the game. Now we're tied at 5. So after a slow start, now the baskets are starting to dribble in here for both of these teams. 7-5 in favor of the Battle Lake Battlers. We'll get one more on the board there for the Battlers. There we go. And we're tied again. Hunter Zenzen with the bucket. And now it'll be stolen away. Turnover number 4 for the Battle Lake Battlers. Baseline jumpers up, and in and out won't go. Rebound goes down into the hands of Hayden Zenzen, and now whistle on a foul. Brady Venner picks up his first, I believe it is.
Second for the Battlers, number 11, Nick Carter Fisher, number 15, Thomas Himmelsbach.
Pass will come into the hands there of Cam Heng, number 20. He is a 5'9" sophomore forward. Also Jack Nielsen, number 2, a 5'5" sophomore guard into the game now for the Trojans. That's Nielsen with the 3. It's in, swish, to the net. 10-7 Trojans with 10:08 and counting to go here in the first half of play. Wide open, now is a three-pointer back, right answered back.
Number 2, Ryan Eagle, timeout Battle Lake.
The PA announcer said 2-point basket, but the official had his hand up for 3. We're tied at 10 with 10:01 to go here in the first half of play. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. All right, welcome back. 10 minutes to go, first half of play here. And we're knotted up at 10-10 between the Trojans and the Battlers. 5 turnovers for Barnesville, 4 for the Battlers as they work the ball down into the corner. That's Nielsen who trickled down a 3 just a moment ago on the far wing. Now they work the ball around the perimeter. Over far side, back up top, Nielsen. Now Tonsfeld. Zenzen. Back to the other Zenzen, and that one's stripped away. Turnover number 6 for the Barnesville Trojans. As the Battlers come back the other way, that is Van Erp. Whistle stopping the clock at 9:28 to go.
And number 12, Kane Cameron.
Both teams with 3 team fouls. Once again, you get 7 of them before the other team goes to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. That shot may have been partially blocked. Rebound comes down to Hunter Zenzen. Back the other way quickly. It's Tonsfeld. Tonsfeld will get the ball right back after firing it into the hands of Cam Heng. Now Zenzen back up to Heng. Heng nearly traveled, but caught his balance just in time. Feeds it down low for Zenzen, trying to fight through a double team. That one won't go, and now we have a foul. It's going to be a push. A very, very, very light push on Caden Zenzen.
That's his first personal foul, team's 4th.
Leopold bring it up over the timeline. A little behind the back dribble, nearly got poked away there by Nielsen. And that one's poked out of bounds by Zenzen. It'll remain with the Battlers. Leopold will hand it right back to Cameron off the inbounds pass. He'll go into the high post, pop it out. Leopold for three. You betcha!
3-point by the Battlers, number 2, Riley Leopold.
13-10 in favor of the Battle Lake Battlers. Tonsfeld. That's Nielsen down low. Rebound comes out to Hang. Tonsfeld back over for three. Yes! Count it! Nielsen with 2 triples, and we're tied at 13 once again. 8:14 to go. Trying to work it down low there into the hands of Carter Fisher, but it was taken away by Zenzen. Now they put it in the hands of Tonsfeld up over on the high on the far side. Tonsfeld will get the screen, put the ball to the floor, now put up a three. A long three, in and out off the back rim, no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Brennan Amundsen there for the Battle Lake Battlers. And a quick pass up the court to a wide open Riley Leopold. He has 5 points according to my numbers, and a quick steal and another basket.
Battle Lake basket by number 5, Brady Van Herk.
So Brady Van Herk makes it a 4-point lead here with 7:32 to go for the Battlers. That one's stolen away and almost stolen away. It goes out of bounds and it'll remain with the Barnesville Trojans. Nice hustle there by Brady Van Herk, the junior guard. So an inbounds pass will be triggered there by Cam Haig, the 5'9" sophomore, just on the backside of the midcourt stripe. That's Tonsfeld, far side. Now Nielsen will get it up top. Nielsen will work it down low to Zenzen, trying to battle through a double team, and he'll draw the foul, or no, jump ball is what they're going to call. Possession arrow favors Battle Lake. So Leopold with 5 points will bring it up over the timeline, being guarded by Nielsen. Number 2 versus number 2 as Nielsen nearly poked it away. Now we'll work it down low. That pass was initially intercepted by Tonsfeld.
That's the second personal foul, team's 4th.
And the foul on Van Herk, and that'll bring a substitution in. Van Herk will get a breather on the bench, and it'll be Nick Carter Fisher, the junior forward, checking into the lineup here for the Battlers, as the inbounds pass will be triggered by Cam Hang. Tonsfeld, pressure on the backcourt, brings it up over the timeline, right down the lane, tried to get the pass to Zenzen, but it'll go out of bounds for turnover number 7 for the Barnesville Trojans. 7 minutes flat to go here in the first half of play. Turnaround long, 2 up and in. Nice job there by Brennan Amundsen. That has pushed the Battler lead up to 6.
By number 3, Brennan Amundsen.
Nice move to the basket, and is that a charging foul? It is. Basket does not count. That'll be a foul on Caden Zenzen. His 4th, team's 5th. Or check that, his 2nd, team's 5th, excuse me, is what I meant to say.
Matt Samuelson.
So Leopold bring it up over the timeline, all the way to the hoop, and it was partially blocked. Back the other way, it's a 2-on-2 for the Trojans. Tonsfeld will go to the hoop. That one's partially blocked. Rebound there by Hunter Zenzen, and he'll draw the foul. Team foul number 5 on the Battlers.
Fouls on the Battlers, number 3, Brennan Amundsen. That's his 2nd personal foul, team's 5th.
Brennan Amundsen picking up his 2nd.
Number 35, Hunter Zenzen.
Battlers 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Make that 2 for 3. Hunter Zenzen 1 for 1.
Checking the Battlers, number 15, Thomas Himmelspah.
Cuts the lead to 5. And back-to-back free throws, and the lead's down to 4. 19-15 now in favor of the Battle Lake Battlers. So the Battlers will bring the ball back to the other side here. It's Kane Cameron along the baseline. Fires it across the baseline to the opposite side of the post. Shot is up, no good, and now some contact. And the foul is on the Battlers.
Kane Cameron, that's his first personal foul, team 6.
Cameron picking up his first, team 6. Next foul will put the Trojans at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 bonus for the remainder of this first half. Tonsfield will work it out of the backcourt, being guarded heavily there by Carter Fisher. Pumped into the corner, Nielsen maybe thought about the three, but didn't pull the trigger. A couple passes later, back to Tonsfield. Now Samuelson working the ball into the far corner. Official was in my view. I believe it was Tonsfield with the shot, and it was. And that shot will not be good, and it'll roll out of bounds, but stay with the Barnesville Trojans. It was the last touch there down low by the Battlers, Kane Cameron. Zenzen to Nielsen up top. Nielsen back over to the far side. Catch and shoot. Three from the corners, up and in. That trims the lead to 1. 19-18 with 5:33 and counting to go here in the first half of play. Work the ball up to Carter Fisher. Now a catch and shoot three from the near. Wings up and in. As soon as Barnesville scores the three, Battle Lake answers right back. That's the second three of the game for Riley Leobo. He has a total of 8 points according to my numbers, and it's 22-18. Nielsen working up top now. Catch and shoot three. That's Samuelson off the front of the rim, won't go. A whistle and a foul down low. I believe it might be on Cameron. No, it's on the Trojans, excuse me. It's on Zenzen. So both teams have 6 personal fouls now. Wrong bench. Wrong table for Connor Drake, the senior forward. Tried to check in at our broadcast booth instead of the check-in booth. 22-18. Leobo with 8 points, brings it up over the timeline, being guarded by Nielsen. A little behind the back dribble there, trying to spin around, and it's stolen away there by Tonsfeld. He has a one-way track to the hoop, and he gets it in. Tonsfeld with 9 points now, and the Trojans are within 2. Battlers trying to work the ball around the perimeter there, and it's taken away by Torfin. And then immediately taken right back by the Battlers. The three is up, no good. Rebound by Samuelson. Nielsen over on the far side. Tried to bounce it in, but it was kicked off the shoes of one of the Battler players. Happened a little bit too quick for me to keep my eyes on it. Baseline jumper up. In and out, in and out. Rebound at Tonsfeld, now Nielsen. Nielsen works it down into the low post. The ball is poked away. Picked up by Tonsfeld. A quick fire here over to Torfin. Torfin into the paint. Can't get it to go up, but rebound underneath, up and in. Nice job there by Caden Zenzen. And we're tied at 22. 3:57 and counting to go here in the first half of play. Another substitution at the next break in action here for the Battlers, and that break in action will come right now. Coming in is Kane Cameron, the junior forward, and that will give Thomas Himmelsbach a breather on the bench, and a couple more substitutions as well. Brennan Amundsen back into the lineup, as is Brady Van Earp. 3:47, knotted up at 22 here between the Trojans and the Battlers. We've had 2 lead changes and 2 ties. The last tie was at 5-5. Battle Lake would take the lead after that 5-5 tie and not give it up until right now. It's tied at 22, and that one will roll around and out, and it comes back down to Samuelson, and out of bounds. Was the last touch by Battler? It was not. Turnover, Barnesville. That's turnover number 8 according to my numbers. Still tied at 22. Once again, the next foul will send the opposing team to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 bonus. Amundsen puts it into the hands there. Connor Drake. Bounce pass up top there, Brady Van Erp. Now the three from the far wing. In! You betcha! Drew Johnson with his second three of the game. And it's 25-22 Battlers. 2:53 and counting to go here as Tonsfield will bring it up over the timeline, trying to break through a double team, and now a triple team, and now a long baseline jumper is just a little too strong. Offensive rebound on the other side. Trying to put it in there was Caden Zenzen, but it would roll around and not go in. And now we have a whistle and a foul, and I didn't see who got that foul. We'll wait for the official call.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 5, Adam Tonsfield. That's his first personal foul, team 7. At the line to shoot the bonus for the Battlers, number 12, Caden Cameron.
So Caden Cameron is the first trip to the free throw line tonight for the Battlers. We'll see how they do. Junior forward. Misses the first one. And the rebound will come down to the Trojans. We're 3-point lead here for Battle Lake with 2.5 to go in the first half. That pass was intercepted. That's turnover number 10 now for the Trojans. That one's tipped into the lane, and another turnover here for Battle Lake. Slowing it down is Cam Heng. Heng will get it into the hands of Tonsfield. That one's up and in. With that basket, Tonsfield enters into the double-digit club with 10. And Tonsfield will pump it out far side for Heng. Heng back up top. Catch and shoot three off the mark. Rebound. Now Tonsfield will try for three. You got it. Tonsfield with his second three of the game. He has 13 points on the evening, and it's 27-25. Trojans take the lead. Then nearly stolen away by Tonsfield, but Van Erp, that'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Barnesville.
Taking for the Battlers, number 2, Riley Leobo, number 11, Nick Carter-Fisher, and number 15, Thomas.
Riley Leobo and Nick Carter-Fisher and Thomas Himmelspach will check into the lineup here for the Battlers. When we come out of this timeout on the floor, we're back in 30 seconds here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set stealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. All right, welcome back. 27-25. The Trojans have the 2-point lead. Coming out of the timeout on the floor here for Battle Lake. Your leading scorers right now, Riley Leobo with 8 points for the Battlers, and Adam Tonsfield with 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 for the Barnesville Trojans. Unofficial scoring, of course. We'll get that double checked at halftime here, because I know I'm missing a basket for each team. I'll tell you that much for sure. So one of these players has 2 more points than they actually do. Nielsen with the ball. He'll get caught. Thought I was going to see the hand circle for a travel, but it's actually going to be a foul.
Number 15, Thomas Himmelspach. That's the second person foul.
Second on Himmelspach, and that is team foul number 7.
Number 2, Jack Nielsen.
So Nielsen will make his first trip to the line tonight. He has 6 points on the evening. Make it 7, he'll get 1 more. Had to make it to get it, and he got it, so he'll get 1 more. Tried to increase that lead to 4, make it a 2-possession game here for the Barnesville Trojans. Once again, 1:05 to go here in the first half. Those team fouls will reset at the start of the second half. They'll go back to 0-0. And he's 2 for 2. And the Trojans are 5 of 6 from the line tonight. 29-25. So the ball goes out of bounds out the other end. Turnover, Battle Lake, and it goes back to the Trojans.
Nick Carter Fisher. And number 15, Thomas Himmelsbach.
4 lead changes and 2 ties in this game so far. The ties are at 5-5 and 22-22. Right now it's 29-25 in favor of the Trojans, and Tonsville has the basketball. He burns his guy Lebo in the backcourt. Corner 3 is up, it's Nielsen! Nielsen with 3 triples in the game, plus he's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. That gives him a grand total of 11 points. 38 seconds to go, 32-25, and the ball stolen away. Back the other way, Tonsville will lay it in for 2. That's 10 turnovers now for the Battle Lake Battlers. 34-25 on the near wing, it's Kane Cameron with the basketball and a double dribble. 11 turnovers here for the Battle Lake Battlers. I'll stop the clock with 20.7 seconds to go here before halftime. Samuelson with the ball, runs into a double team, has to pick up his dribble, gets into the hands of Tonsville. Tonsville, they'll hold for the last shot, and it's intercepted, and the half-court shot is blocked, no foul. How about that? That brings us to halftime, friends, with your score. The Barnesville Trojans 34 and the Battle Lake Battlers 25. We'll take a timeout, add some numbers, come back with your halftime show right after this here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were subscribed to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal, your daughter's set stealing a serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back here. Halftime. Our halftime stats look like this here. As we'll enjoy the dancing as we go through our halftime numbers here. We'll start with the Barnesville Trojans. Jack Nielsen with 11 points, including 3 triples and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And then that's a second leading scorer, believe it or not. We'll turn down that crowd mic just so we don't get the copyright strike on the music there. Adam Tonsfeld with 15 points, including 2 triples and 4 regular baskets and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And then you got Caden Zenzen with 4 points and Hunter Zenzen with 4 points, including 2 for 2 from the free throw line. All together, let's check. I forgot to add this up here. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5. So all together, the Trojans are 5 of 6 from the free throw line. For the Battle Lake Battlers, you got Riley Lebo with 3 triples for 9 points. Brendan Amundsen with 3 2-point baskets for 6 points. Brady Van Earp has a deuce, along with Kane Cameron, who is a deuce, and 0 for 1 from the free throw line. And then Drew Johnson with 2 triples for 6 points altogether, and they are 0 for 1 in the first half from the 3-point line. So, once again, 34-25 is our halftime score in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. In that first half, we had a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4 lead changes and 2 ties, one at 5-5 and one at 22-22. Once again, in the junior varsity game earlier this afternoon, or this early evening, I should say, Barnesville would defeat Battle Lake 62-16. Once again, your halftime score, Barnesville leading Battle Lake 34-25. We're back with the second half in about 5 minutes here on the ND Sports Channel and the Minnesota Sports Station. Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal, your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
All right, welcome back here. We are seconds away from the second half starting. Once again, the Barnesville Trojans leading the Battle Lake Battlers 34-25. 2 ties and 5 lead changes. Barnesville shooting 83% from the free throw line in that first half, including Jack Nielsen 100% and Adam Tonsfeld 50%. Hunter Zenzen 100% for a total of 5 of 6 for 83%. 0 for 1 for the Battlers from the free throw lines. They only had the 1 attempt towards the end of that first half. Once again, thank you for joining us here, including the pregame show. Been on for about an hour and 9 minutes. And Vance sending in a text message saying, "What's the score?" It is 34-25. Trojans lead. There we go. Sent the message back to him. And now, start of the second half is underway. Once again, the Battlers in the white jerseys with the light blue numerals and lettering, and then the Trojans in their purple jerseys with white numbers and lettering. And they'll get it down quickly there for Hunter Zenzen. Won't go, but the follow-up basket will. And that is Hunter Zenzen with the rebound and Caden Zenzen, excuse me. He has 6 points now, and that's 2 more for the Trojans. 36-25, 17:35 to go. Put it into the corner there for Van Herp. Drives the baseline. Shot is up. Reaching up is Zenzen for the rebound. Tonsfeld with a bounce pass across the middle of the court into the hands of Hunter Zenzen, and it will roll in. Hunter Zenzen with 2 more points, making it 38-25 here. And the Barnesville Trojans coming out strong here in the second half and finishing that first half strong as well. Another shot up, no good, and the ball will eventually find its way out of bounds. It'll stay with the Battle Lake Battlers. Turn their crowd mic back up there. Apologize for that. Once again, we'll have to reset those team fouls back down to 0. The shot is up and in.
By number 11, Nick Carter Fisher.
That's his first points of the ball game there for Nick Carter Fisher, and it's 38-27 in favor of the Trojans. And that should have maybe been a travel. Looked like he took an extra step there, but they didn't call it. Instead, it'll be a foul on the Battlers.
Kane Cameron, his second personal foul, team's first. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans, number 35, Hunter Zenzen.
Kane Cameron picking up his second. Hunter Zenzen is 2 for 2 from the line so far tonight. Make it 3 for 3.
Checking for the Battlers, number 15, Thomas Himmelsbach. Number 22, Johnson. And number 22, Connor Drake.
39-27. And Zenzen will remain perfect from the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 tonight. Pushes the lead up to 13, 40-27. It's been all Barnesville here in the second half as they've started this second half on a 6-0 run. And dangerously close to possibly a 5-second call. Van Erp with the 3. In and out won't go. Zenzen pulls down the rebound, puts it into the hands there. Tonsfeld. Tonsfeld will cruise down to the other end of the basket. Come back out, control the dribble around the near wing. Pick up his dribble. 2 passes later, over into the far corner for Samuelson. Samuelson put the ball on the floor, dribble up far wing, now cut into the paint. He'll drive towards the basket. Shot off the front of the rim, no good. Back the other way. Now come the Battle Lake Battlers. And a quick stop and pop, and it rolls around and out. Unlucky shot there for Brady Van Erp. It looked good coming out of his hands, but it didn't look good rolling around the basket. And that will be a travel. 10 turnovers in that first half for the Barnesville Trojans. 11 turnovers in the first half for the Battle Lake Battlers. Now the two teams are at 12 and 11 for turnovers respectively. 40-27 in favor of the Battlers, or in favor of the Trojans, who are putting on a full court press now. Ball goes into the hands of Leopold, and Leopold gives it up right away over to the far side, and off the back shoe there of Amundsen. Amundsen will pick it up, and Zenzen trying to steal it away, and he does. Nice job there, nice hustle, and it'll roll off the rim. Zenzen with the rebound.
Number 24, Kate Zenzen.
42-27. And that one's finally in, and we have a whistle.
Basket by number 11, Nick Carter Fisher. Timeout penalty.
So we have a timeout. My pen's losing ink here.
Full time.
There we go. Now I got a different pen, thankfully. Okay, well, we're going to throw that pen in the garbage. I don't really have a garbage can nearby, but we'll put it in my bag here and call that good. So 42-29. An 8-2 run for Barnesville coming out to start the second half. 15-18 remaining here in the second half now.
You can now get $1 slices of pizza at the concession stand. $1 slices. Checking for the Battlers, number 5, Brady Van Erp.
Once again, your halftime stats brought to you by Front Street Nutrition. They are your one-stop shop for nutrition and healthy energy. They're open Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Closed Saturday and Sunday. You can find Front Street Nutrition at 108 Front Street South here in Barnesville. Thank you for their sponsorship. Certainly much appreciated, making this game broadcast possible now. Head coach C.J. Peters talking to the two officials here right off to the bottom right of your screen for the Battlers. And he won that argument, apparently. So the officials are now going over to the scorer's table to discuss that issue. I didn't quite hear it with my headphones on. Apparently there's an issue with the substitution here. And we're back to action now. 42-29, 15-10 to go. Samuelson over in the far corner, works up top for Tonsfeld. Tonsfeld put it into the hands of Zenzen. Zenzen spinning around, and he'll get called for the travel. That's turnover number 13 here for the Barnesville Trojans. Check that, number 12, excuse me, number 12. Getting one ahead of myself here. 42-29, the Trojans start the second half on an 8-2 run. That one was nearly stolen away. It will go out of bounds in front of the Battler bench. Trojans once again with a full court press. They'll get it into the hands of Cameron. Cameron tried to sneak it over, but Tonsfeld with the steal. Tonsfeld balance pass across the lane. Too strong on the layup there, and the rebound comes down to Kane Cameron. And then Tonsfeld steals it away. Zenzen on the assist for Tonsfeld. Caden Zenzen. 44-29.
That's his first personal foul, team's first. Checking for Battle Lake, number 20, Drew Johnson.
That's Amundsen firing it down court for Van Erp. Long two is on the way. A little too strong off the back iron. Rebound comes down to Zenzen quickly up to Tonsfeld. Tonsfeld one-on-one, drives into the paint. Ball is tipped away. And Tonsfeld gets it back, but I believe he stepped on the line. No, there's a foul on Battle Lake, actually.
Fouls on the Battlers, number 5, Brady Van Erp.
2 fouls for Battle Lake, 1 for the Trojans now. And it's the 3rd on Brady Van Erp. Inbounds pass comes to Zenzen over to Haig. Or Torfin, excuse me, Torfin. I've got my jersey numbers mixed up there. Now Zenzen back again. That's kicked out of bounds there by Amundsen. I'll stop the clock with 14-14.
Slices for $1, now hot dogs for $1.
Baseline inbounds pass here will be triggered by Tonsfeld into Zenzen. Over to the other Zenzen. And now Samuelson at the high post. Looking inside and driving to the hoop was Torfin, and he'll draw the foul.
Fouls on the Battlers, number 20, Drew Johnson, his first personal foul, team's 3rd. At the line to shoot 2 shots from the Trojans, number 4, Blake Torfin.
Drew Johnson checks up his first, and officials in my way. It's Torfin at the free throw line, and he makes it. 45-29. And 2 for 2 for Torfin. 46-29. Quickly the other way, it's Van Erp. To the basket, won't go. Zenzen with the rebound. Finds himself in a double team. Pass is tipped right into the hands there of Drew Johnson. Shot is up, no good. And another batted around ball, and it's eventually picked up by Samuelson. He'll go right to the hoop, and it's batted away there by Brennan Amundsen, and now a whistle and a foul.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 24, Caden Zenzen. That's his 3rd personal foul, team's 2nd. Checking for the Battlers, number 12, Kane Cameron.
Kane Cameron will trigger the inbounds pass, and once again, check that Amundsen off the glass and in. 46-31 now. Shot will not count, and there is a foul. I believe it's on Cameron. No, check that. Amundsen picks up his 3rd. Team's 4th. Jack Nielsen checks into the lineup here. Last time he checked into the lineup, he drilled a 3, and then he drilled 2 more shortly after that. He has 11 points, including perfect from the free throw line, 2 for 2. Pass into the lane was stripped away there by Amundsen. Amundsen will go to the hoop, and he'll draw the foul. It looked to me as if he may have gotten all ball on that one, but Caden Zenzen, or Blake Torfin, picks up his second, I guess.
For the Battlers, number 3, Brennan Amundsen.
Amundsen's first trip to the line tonight starts out positive. Second free throw is off the mark. Rebound, Barnesville. Tonsfeld in the backcourt there, being guarded by Van Erp. He brings it up over the timeline into the paint, kicks it out. Zenzen near wing. Looking down low for the other Zenzen. And he missed the shot, got his own rebound, and drew the foul.
Fouls on the Battlers, number 20, Drew Johnson. That's his second personal foul, team's fifth. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans, number 24, Caden Zenzen.
This will be the first trip for Caden Zenzen to the free throw line tonight.
Second for the Trojans, number 40.
And the Trojans remain perfect in the second half from the free throw line, 6 for 6. After going 5 of 6 in the first half, they've now gone 6 for 6 from the line in the second half. And they've scored a quick 14 points here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Pass is tipped. Nielsen will track it down right in front of the midcourt stripe. Now Samuelson works into the corner there. Driving the baseline is Ryan Rusted. Corner 3 from Nielsen, a little bit off the mark, but rebound underneath there by Tonsfeld. And then a missed shot and another rebound by Hunter Zenzen, and he'll draw the foul.
Number 12, Kane Cameron. That's his third personal foul, team 6th. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans, number 35, Hunter Zenzen.
Hunter Zenzen is 4 for 4 in the game, 2 for 2 in the first half, 2 for 2 in the second half, and now he is 2 for 3 in the second half. I had wood here and I did not knock on it. I apologize.
Number 11, Nick Carter Fisher. Number 15, Thomas Himmelsbach. And number 22, Connor Drake.
Second free throw is in. One more makes it 49-32 and a timeout for the Barnesville Trojans. That means we'll take a timeout as well. We're back in just a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Since October 17th, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years. All right, welcome back. 12:44 to go here in the second half of play. A 49-32 lead for the Barnesville Trojans over the visiting Battle Lake Battlers. Let's go ahead and take a live look in at Hankinson and Enderlin. And right now, Hankinson has a 46-39 lead there in that girls basketball game. Live from Hankinson, North Dakota, Class B, North Dakota girls basketball. You can find that game on our website under stations. Click on Coach Lowell Sports, and you can watch that game if you would like. Back to action here. Once again, 49-32 and a quick steal and another turnover for the Battle Lake Battlers. Once again, today's broadcast brought to you in part by Front Street Nutrition, your one-stop shop for nutrition and healthy energy. Open Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 5 at 108 Front Street South in Barnesville. Closed Saturday and Sunday. That's Front Street Nutrition, bringing you today's game. We certainly appreciate that support. 12:20 to go here, 49-32, and a whistle, and I believe that might be a reach-in foul, possibly on Ryan Rustad. Got a foul away from the ball here.
That's a second personal foul, team's fifth.
Back-to-back fouls by Ryan Rustad. It's team foul number 5 now. That inbounds pass was nearly intercepted. Battlers, excuse me, for the moment kept possession of it. Now it's up court to Tonsfeld, and he lays it in. Now Battle Lake want to take it over. We'll keep it right here. We'll go back to
checking for the Battlers. Number 3, Brendan Robinson. Number 5, Brady Manner. And number 12, Kane Cameron.
Once again, you can go to CoachLowSports.com and watch that one. Looks like catch the conclusion of it here. 49-41 in favor of Hankinson over the Enderlin Eagles. And apparently the camera's not moving there on that one, but clock stopped now with 35 seconds to go in the fourth quarter of that game. I know when I was looking earlier at his feed, he was having some issues there, some technical issues, so that may explain the reason for the camera not moving along with the action there. It's happened to us a couple times too. We certainly understand how that can happen occasionally. So once again, 49-41 over in Hankinson, North Dakota Class B girls basketball. And now back to action here after the Battle Lake timeout. It's 51-32 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans with 12 minutes to go here in the second half. Can Battle Lake make a comeback here? They've only scored a grand total of 7 points here in the second half so far. They've been outscored 17-7 in the second half so far. So Tonsfeld, the 5'6" junior guard, will bring it up and over the timeline. No pressure here from the Battlers as they'll put their defense over on this end of the court. Samuelson works it up top. Nielsen now over far side. Bounces it back to Samuelson at the top of the key. Samuelson with the ball above his head, looking left. Now puts the ball on the floor and dribbles to his left. 2 dribbles, puts it into the hands there of Rustad for the baseline jumper, up and no good. Comes back out now into the hands of Brady Van Earp. Earp down low quickly, basket up and in, and the basket scorer is Kane Cameron. 51-34, and the Battlers are 2 closer. Quick, Nielsen, corner 3, too strong on that one. Rebound underneath, tried the reverse layup, won't go. Rebound comes down to the hands of Brennan Amundsen. And a high post jumper from just outside the paint, a little too strong. They'll bounce the rebound back into the hands there of Tonsfeld.
I'll go 5. Okay, so your first priority is to run where? To the post. So you can get there, let's run the post.
Whistle blows into the corner there. A couple substitutions here for the Battlers, including Nick Carter-Fisher and Thomas Himmelspach.
For the Battlers, number 11, Nick Carter-Fisher, number 15, Thomas Himmelspach.
Couple substitutions for for Barnesville as well. You heard him in the background there as Leopold brings the ball up and it's poked away. And I'll put it under the hands of Rustad. Rustad will fall down and draw contact, and I believe the foul might go on Thomas Himmelspach. If it is, it's his 3rd.
On the Trojans, number 23, Ryan Rustad, that's his 3rd personal.
Oh, it's on the Trojans, okay. So that's 16 fouls now for both teams. 10:20 to go here in the second half of play. Rustad with the ball up top now. Samuelson. Samuelson puts it into the hands of number 12, is not on my roster. Let's see here.
Checking for the Trojans, number 2, Jack Nielsen.
I do not have number 12 on my roster. It's not on the JV or the C team roster. We'll write him in as a mystery player for the moment. Nielsen works on the corner here for Tonsfeld. Tonsfeld tried to dribble in, lost it off his knee, and it goes right back to mystery player, who will get the assist to Tonsfeld if he scores, and he does! Off the glass and in. 53-34, and that's blocked from behind by Nielsen and also fouled from behind by Nielsen.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 2, Jack Nielsen. That's his first personal.
Nielsen, excuse me.
At the line for the Battlers, number 15, Thomas Himmelspot.
Himmelspot's first trip to the line, 0 for 1 so far. He'll get one more.
Trojans, number 4, Blake Torfin. For the Battlers.
It was a pretty even matchup in the first half between these two teams, but it's been pretty much all Barnesville in the second half here. They finished out that first half pretty strong and haven't let up since. Barring a streak of points here for the Battlers, this game will finish with 5 lead changes and 2 ties. We had a tie at 5-5, and we had a tie at 22-22. Barnesville took the lead after that 22-22 tie, and they haven't given it up yet. 9:44 to go here. Nielsen will put it into the corner. 3 is up and in! Blake Torfin with the triple. 56-34. And can the Battlers respond? Van Erp tries for a 3 of his own, won't go. Amundsen will save it, keep the possession here for the Battlers as they work it up top into the hands of Cameron. Cameron fakes to the left, now puts the ball to the floor. That'll be a reach-in foul on Torfin. It'll be his 3rd.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 4, Blake Torfin, his 3rd personal foul, team's 8. Checking in for the Battlers, number 22, Connor Drake.
Connor Drake checking into the lineup. That'll give Thomas Himmelspot a breather on the bench. Cameron 0 for 1 in this game from the line, and now he's 0 for 2. Samuelson will bring it up over the timeline here. Put it in the hands far side for Torfin. Torfin drives into the paint and lost the ball. Back the other way, a foul on the drive to the hoop will send, I believe, Brady Van Erp to the free throw line, and that is indeed the case. Team foul number 9 on the Trojans. Nielsen picks up his 2nd. So I don't know if it's Nielsen or Nielsen. The PA announcer has said both now. We're going with Nielsen though.
Checking for the Battlers, number 2, Ryan Leopold, number 11, Nick Carter Fisher, number 15, Thomas Himmelspot.
Check you.
Two for 6 in the second half here for the Battlers from the free throw line. 56-35, 8:53 and counting to go. So they'll work the ball up top. Torfin in the near corner. Up top, Samuelson, now Nielsen far side.
Calls on the Battlers, number 2, Riley Leopold. That's his first personal foul, team 7. At the line to shoot the bonus for the Trojans, number 12, Noah Cross.
Okay, so Noah Kraus had number 32 in my book for a jersey number, but he's wearing number 12 today, so you don't have to write him in because I had him written in as number 32. So we'll just remember that 32 is 12, so that's Noah Kraus. 57-35. As Kraus goes 1 for 2. That's Nielsen laying it up off the glass, drawing the foul. The bucket doesn't drop, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Fouls on the Battlers, number 15, Thomas Himmelspot. That's his third personal foul, team's 8. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans, number 2, Jack Nielsen.
Trojans have only missed 2 in this second half, and now they've missed 3. He was 2 for 2 prior to that miss.
Checking for the Battlers, number 3, Brendan Amundsen.
8 of 11 in the second half. Excuse me, 8 of 11 from the line in the second half here. And you can make it 9 of 12. So Nielsen will go 1 for 2 on that trip. 58-35. Quick move to the hoop, it's up and in. The bucket goes to Brennan Amundsen. 58-37 now, 8:08 and counting to go in the second half. Samuelson somehow keeps control of the dribble and misses the shot, and the rebound by Caden Zenzen, and he has another deuce. 10 points in the second half, 14 overall for Caden Zenzen. He has multiple rebounds, and most of his points have come off offensive rebounds. Matter of fact, all of his second half points, except for 1 bucket, and all of his first half points, except for 1 bucket, have been off offensive rebounds.
Falls on the Battlers, number 5, Brady Van Herb. That's his 4th personal foul, team's 9th. Checking in for the Trojans, number 5, Adam Consfeld. Number 35, Hunter Zenzen. For the Battlers, number 12, Kane Cameron.
Once again, 7 minutes, 40 seconds. Nielsen will go back to the line. He's 3 of 4 from the line today. Has to make one to get one, and he does. 4 of 5, and he'll get one more attempt, and it's 61-37. Once again, clock is stopped with 7:40 to go here in the second half. He'll put one more in. 62-37, 3-pointer up. Amundsen, a little too strong off the glass on the far side of the rim. Rebound to Samuelson. Samuelson a double team, and now a whistle will be drawn. I believe the foul is going to go on Connor Drake.
Falls on the Battlers, number 12, Caden Cameron.
Check that, Caden Cameron. There's a 1 in front of that 2 instead of a 2 in front of that 2.
Matt Samuelson.
So unofficially, they stop keeping track at 10, but we will continue to keep track. When it comes to team fouls there, Samuelson misses his only attempt at the free throw line so far. Second attempt is on the way and in. Nice job there by the 5'11 senior power forward, Matt Samuelson. 63-37, 7:25 and counting to go. Amundsen with the basketball being guarded by Zenzen and trying to get it to his teammate Himmelspot, but it went over his head and out of bounds, and there'll be turnover number 15 here for the Battle Lake Battlers. Consfeld may have gotten away with a carry, and he got it in there. 2 more for the Trojans, 65-37, quickly back the other way. The shot will not go in. Nice vertical leap there by Amundsen, trying to tip it in.
That's his 3rd personal foul, team's 10. At the line to shoot the double bonus for the Battlers, number 15, Thomas Himmelspot.
So both teams in the double bonus now. Every foul will result in 2 shots from the line, whether or not it's in the act of shooting or not. Himmelspot is now 1 of 2, make it 2 of 3.
Checking in for the Battlers, number 5, Brady Van Herb. Checking for the Trojans, number 23, Ryan Rusted.
Full court pressure here from the Battlers. And Nielsen tripped up from behind, no call. Driving into the lane, there's Van Herp. Van Herp will get it back. It's nearly poked away there by Hansfeld. Now Van Herp will dribble down to the baseline, runs into a double team. Amundsen up top there, that's Lebo. Lebo driving down the near side of the lane, and he draws the foul.
Falls on the Battlers, no, on the Trojans. Number 4, Blake Torfin. That's his 4th personal foul. Team
Blake
10.
Torfin picks up his
4th.
4th.
For the Battlers, number 2, Riley Lebo.
Lebo misses his first attempt from the line.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 24, Caden Zenzen.
With that free throw, the Battlers are 4 of 9 in the second half from the free throw line, make it 4 of 10 as he misses both. Now battle for the ball down underneath, and the ball's loose, and it's up court to Nielsen, and he's got a couple Battlers trailing on defense, and the block from behind by Riley Lebo. Ball stays with the Trojans, but a nice defensive play there by Lebo. As Nielsen will get it back up to Tonsfeld, now Rusted, and the Rusted's pass inside to Zenzen. And somebody grabbed a jersey, and I believe that is going to be a foul on Tonsfeld. Or check that, Brady Van Herp, that's his 5th. He fouls out with 6:14 to go in the second half. He'll finish the night with 3 points. (65-39). Zenzen, travel. No travel. I didn't see the foul there. I heard the whistle and I didn't see the foul, so.
He's fouled by the Battlers, number 3, Brendan Amundsen. That's his 4th personal foul.
Converts the 3-point play. Shot is up and in. Nice fader there by Carter Fisher. Well, 8-foot jumper there. Tonsfeld brings it over the timeline. Now Rusted kicks it inside for Zenzen. Down low to the other end, Zenzen. Now Nielsen outside. Drives down to the baseline. Tonsfeld for 3. That's going to be short off the front rim. And a whistle, and the ball will go back to the Battlers, as I believe we might have a foul here on the Trojans.
Falls on the Trojans, number 24, Caden Zenzen. That's his 4th personal foul. At the line to shoot the double bonus for the Battlers, number 12, Kane Cameron.
Kane Cameron is 0 for 2 from the line tonight. He has not made one yet. And he will now. That changes. Two for 2 on that trip after going 0 for 2 on his previous 2 attempts. He's now 2 for 4, and it's 68-43 with 5.5 to go here in the second half. Tonsfeld with the basketball, driving into the paint, lost it off his shoe, picked up there by Zenzen, and they will get it to fall in. Hunter Zenzen with 2 more, and it's 70-43 in favor of the Trojans. Collision there, I think he's going to be okay.
Calls out the Trojans, number 35, Hunter Zenzen. That's his 4th personal foul.
So both Zenzens now have 4 fouls.
Checking for the Trojans, number 40, Matt Samuelson.
Kane Cameron now 2 for 5. Make it 2 for 6. Made his last 2, missed those 2. Quick pass to the baseline. Nielsen will dish it, scoop it in. That's the first basket for Nielsen that didn't come from beyond the 3-point arc. That ball was nearly stolen away by Zenzen. Battlers will keep it and then lose it. And then stolen away there by Tonsfeld. Consville to take it all the way back down to the court. Dish it off to Zenzen, but it'll roll off the front of the rim. Hitting the floor hard is Amundsen, and not sure what the whistle is for. No foul on the play. 72-43, 4:45 to go here.
And number 10, Isaac Halper.
Isaac Hallberg, a junior guard, wearing number 10. He nearly had the ball right there before Consfeld took it away. And now it's picked up there by Himmelsbach. And he'll get called for a travel. That's 17 turnovers now for Battle Lake here in the ball game. They had 11 of those 17 in the first half. So clean game as far as turnovers are concerned in the second half. They just haven't been able to get the baskets to drop like they did in the first half here when we had 5 lead changes and 2 ties and people draining threes on both ends of the court.
Falls on the Battlers, number 11, Nick Carter-Fisher, his first personal foul. At the line to shoot the double bonus for the Trojans, number 35, Hunter Zenzen. Taking it for the Trojans, number 23, Ryan Rusted.
5 of 6 in the second half. 7 of 8 overall in the game there for the 6'2" senior power forward, Hunter Zenzen. That one misses off the front of the rim, no good. It's a 30-point lead, 73-43. Ball goes out of bounds, back to the Trojans.
Taking for the Trojans, number 4, Clint Torfman.
Need to make a correction there. That last team foul does not go to the Trojans. We'll take one away. That is correct, 13-12. Even though they stopped keeping track officially at 10. Nielsen. Pushes it in the corner there for Kraus. Kraus, Rusted, feeds it down low. Pass is intercepted. Both teams have 17 turnovers now.
Battle Lake basket by number 15, Thomas Himmelsbach.
Nielsen puts it into the hands of Torfin. Kraus, Rusted. Rusted bounce pass, top of the key. Torfin now near side, Nielsen. Nielsen back up to Kraus and drives into the paint. Got it off the bottom of the rim. Rebound Battle Lake. Back the other way quickly is Isaac Hallberg. Hallberg will pick up his dribble. He'll be pressured now by Rusted, and there'll be a foul.
Fouls on the Battlers, number 10, Isaac Hallberg. That's his first personal foul.
Pushing in the corner there for Torfin. Torfin up top. Kraus quickly over Nielsen. And the pass on the corner was pushed out of bounds there by Carter Fisher. Inbounds pass comes to Nielsen. Nielsen pushes off his defender. Torfin down to the corner for Kraus. Back up top. Rusted almost lost it. Got it to Nielsen. Fakes the 3. Drives in. Free throw line jumper up. No good. Zenzen battling for the rebound. Pumps it out. Rusted. Catch and shoot 3. A little bit too strong. And the rebound's batted out of bounds. And it'll go back to Battle Lake. (73-45), 2:53 to go here in the ball game. Work the ball around the perimeter. Now a high post jumper from the near side, up and in. It's Isaac Hallberg with the basket. And a quick steal. And it'll go back into the hands of Hallberg over on the far side there. Hallberg trying to bump off his defender with his left elbow. And now a whistle will be blown, and now we'll stop the clock with 2:28 to go here. And we'll have another foul on the Trojans.
His third personal foul. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Battlers, number 10, Isaac Hallberg.
Isaac Hallberg will make his first trip to the free throw line tonight. 2 missed free throws and out of bounds. That'll be a turnover for Battle Lake. If Battle Lake could convert on the free throws, it'd be 73-57 right now. They've missed 10 here in the second half. So still a bit of a deficit. Now they converted on those free throws, but certainly a little bit more doable than it is at the moment. 73-47 with 2:20 to go here in the second half. A weak full court press here by the Battle Lake Battlers. The ball brought over the timeline by Kraus to Rustad, far side, that's Torfin. Torfin drives into the paint and makes a move to the basket. Ball shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Battle Lake back the other way, 2 minutes to go. 73-47, loose ball, far side. And they're going to call a foul, I believe. Or was it out of bounds? It was just out of bounds, no foul. Bricker Blado is a freshman guard. He's into the game now wearing jersey number 1 as that shot is up and no good by Himmelsbach.
Fouls on the Battlers, number 10, Isaac Hallberg, his second personal foul.
I'm officially out of boxes in my scorebook now to keep track of fouls at 14, so we'll keep track of fouls on screen only. Corner 3 is a little bit too strong. Blado with the rebound. Blado will get the pass up into the hands there of Connor Drake. Drake will lose it. Picked up there by Kraus. Quickly down to the other end. Samuelson with a little nifty move down below, and that'll be a traveling call on the Trojans off the rebound there as he stuttered on his feet there, Torfin.
Checking for the Battlers, number 14, Drew
dancing
Durham.
around before he had control of the ball. He can't do that. Minute 23 to go, just under 90 seconds to go in the second half here.
Also checking for the Battlers, number 4, Dylan Christensen.
Blue 2.
Coming up in your post-game show, which is brought to you by Front Street Nutrition, your one-stop shop for nutrition and healthy energy at 108 Front Street South in Barnesville. We'll go over all the final numbers and select the player of the game and tell you what we got coming up next for broadcasts and all that other cool stuff. I'll be coming up in our pregame or post-game show, excuse me, here in about a minute 18. At the free throw line is Bricker Blado, and he'll miss both. (73-47), a minute 10 to go. Nielsen up top. Samuelson for 3, a little bit too strong. Rebound underneath there. I believe it was Rustad on the rebound. Back out to Samuelson now. A couple passes. Puts it in the hands of Rustad in the corner. On the relay pass. Bounce back up. Kraus. Now that's Torfin. Back up top for Rustad. Now Kraus again here on the near wing. As they'll move the ball around the perimeter. 55 seconds to go. Looks like they might pass it around here, trying to eat up some clock. 73-47. 38 seconds to go. They still continue to pass it around the perimeter. Nielsen has it now. Once again, no shot clock in Minnesota basketball, so this is certainly something that they can do. Torfin back up top to Samuelson here with 18 seconds to go. Now Torfin will get it back. 10 seconds to go on this one. And they'll just hold it out. Kraus will dribble out the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is your final score.
The Trojans 73, the Battle Lake Battlers 47.
73-47, your final score as the two teams will shake hands. It was a great first half and a second half that was pretty much dominated from Barnesville from the opening inbounds pass of that second half. We'll add up some numbers here, take a timeout, be back with your post-game show right after this here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Be back in a moment. Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel at Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on player profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
This is Michael Hall, a senior at Kindred High School and the 2018-19 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. While the scoreboard reveals the winner of a high school athletic contest, the real winners are those that display good sportsmanship. We need those people who treat competition as a game and not a war. People who show genuine concern for an injured player and those who accept all decisions of the game officials. Remember to be a good sport and a good citizen when you attend a high school game.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years. All right, welcome back here. This is the Magnitude Sports Postgame Show. It gets underway here as the Barnesville Trojans knock off the Battle Lake Battlers on the first game of the season to go through to 1-0 on a 73-47 victory as the Battlers will go back home, starting the season off 0-1. Coming up on our postgame show, we'll select the player of the game, take a look at our social media links so you can find us online, as well as our upcoming stream broadcasts and all the other cool stuff. But first, let's take a look at these two teams side by side. You got the Barnesville Trojans, as I mentioned now, 1-0 with a 73-47 win over the Battle Lake Battlers, and then the Battle Lake Battlers with the 73-47 loss to the Battle Lake Battlers. I'm just kidding, Barnesville Trojans there to start the season 0-1. So coming up next for the Trojans, they'll be on the road against Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal on in 3 days from now on December 6th. And then they'll be back at home for a home stretch against Breckenridge, Pelican Rapids, and Rossay on the 10th, 13th, and 17th. And then they'll hit the road to take on the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines on December 20th. And then they'll be part of the Concordia Holiday Tournament on December 27th, and now wrap up the 2019 portion of the 1920 season here for the Barnesville Trojans. For the Battle Lake Battlers, coming up next, they have West Central area on in 2 days from now on when? I don't think that's correct. I'm thinking that might be, I think 12/5 is a Wednesday. No, I'm wrong. 12/5 is a Thursday. Today is Tuesday. I'm a day behind myself already, so that's right. And then Brandon Evansville, and then they'll be at home for the first time against Parker's Prairie on December 12th, and then they'll host the Henning Hornets on the 17th to wrap up 2019, kick off 2020 with a matchup on January 2nd against Ashby, and of course all those games coming up there for the rest of the season as well. Time to select now a player of the game, and well, we're going to go with the Barnesville Trojans 5'6" junior point guard, Adam Tonsfeld. He scored 21 points, had 5 rebounds. 2 of them were offensive, 3 defensive, 5 steals, and 7 assists. So he scored 21 points and assisted on 14 other points. Actually, I think 1 or 2 of those assists resulted in a three-pointer. Matter of fact, I know one of them did to Nielsen. So one of those 7 assists resulted in 3 points, and the other ones resulted in 2 points. He only had 1 foul and went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Adam Tonsfeld of the Barnesville Trojans, our player of the game. this game can be seen again. It'll be available probably within about 30 or so minutes on our website under msportsnet.com. Under the games button, you click on games on demand, and you can see it says coming soon there. As soon as this broadcast wraps up, it'll take probably about 30 minutes, and the watch button will appear, and you can watch this game again anytime that you would like. So, and then, of course, our upcoming games under that same games button there. Our next game will be girls hockey on December 6th as Fargo North South will host Mandan. And then we'll be back to basketball on December 7th for a triple header on Saturday. North Dakota Class A, EDC versus WDA. It's the crossover. Where all the Fargo teams will face all the Bismarck teams. We'll start it off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday with Fargo North hosting the Bismarck Demons, the Spartans and the Demons, and then the Fargo Davies Eagles and the Bismarck Century Patriots at 3 o'clock. That Eagles-Patriots game brought to you by Van Dam Chiropractic as well as Allstate Insurance Fred Hage Agency. Thank you for their support on that. And then we'll wrap it up with Fargo South and Bismarck Legacy on the 5 o'clock game there on Saturday, December 7th. I want to say hi to Teresa Lopez Moen. Thank you so much for subscribing to our YouTube channel. We certainly appreciate that. And, of course, you can find all those other games on our website there. Always the most up-to-date schedule will be on our website. This is how you can find us online on Twitter at Sports Station. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ND Sports Channel. We're almost to 1,000, and if you subscribe before we hit 1,000, then you'll be automatically entered to win a $100 bank debit, or not bank debit, but $100 debit gift card that is eligible to be used at any place that accepts major credit cards. It's just our way of saying thank you for subscribing. So once we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, we will draw a name to win that debit gift card there. And then, of course, you can like us on Facebook, too, at facebook.com/msportsmnet. Your final score one more time in the junior varsity game. Barnesville defeated Battle Lake 62-16. And in the varsity game, it is Barnesville 73-47. The preceding was a live production of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And we'll talk to you on Friday for girls hockey from North Fargo. Fargo North and Mandan with a 7:15 p.m. puck drop. We'll talk to you then. Have a great night.